Okay. Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening. Okay. Today we are going to discuss some heat energy related essay questions in past papers. Okay. It is 2020 A level question number 10. Final question. Final essay question. Okay. Well, a hot water entering at one end of straight tube PQ. This is a PQ tube. The hot water entering at the one end of a straight tube PQ, which is placed in air, leaves at the other end as cold water. The other end is cold water. Think hot water entering from this end. Wait, battery low. Wait a second. Okay, hot water entering from this end. It is hot water entering from this left side end, leaves at the other end as cold water. Q again release any cold water, right? Cold water. Heat is transferred across the tube material of the tube wall. The material of the tube is given. This is a tube material, and the water is inside the tube, right? Hot water flows in from the inside the. This is a cross section of the tube. It is given. Okay, part A. Does the heat transfer in the above tube occur from water to air or air to water? What do you think? Water to air or air to water? This is air. Air means this outside. This outside is air. Atmosphere. Surrounding. What do you think? Water to air or air to water? Good behavior? Yeah, the heated water inside the tube. Water is a heated. Then heat energy always transfer from high temperature to low temperature. Very simple. Then heat energy always transfer from, yeah, this is the direction. Water to air. Water to air. Water to air is the answer. It is 2020 question number 10. Water to air is the answer. No any explanation required. Make a answer like MCQ question, right? Water to air is the answer. Short answer. Which method out of conduction, convection, and radiation is the main mode heat transfer between each of the following pairs: hot water inside the tube and the material of the tube wall. Hot water to material tube, internal material tube. Internal material tube. Okay, this is a think this is a external wall. This is a internal wall. This is internal wall. They are the materials, the tube materials. They are internal wall and external wall. The question asks water inside the tube, water to material of tube wall, material of tube wall. What is the thermal conduction rate? Thermal transformation method. Sorry, sorry. There's a call. What we discussed, part B, no? Which method out of conduction convection and radiation is the main mode of heat transfer between each of following pairs. The water inside the tube and the material of the tube wall. Water to material. That means material heat absorption, right? Material heat absorbing. Water contain heat absorbed by material. What's the thermal conduction method? Thermal transformation method. It is, so it's a solid. The material is a solid wall, therefore it is conduction. I told the one and only method of thermal transformation through solid object, conduction. Material of the tube wall and surrounding air. Tube wall, this external wall to surrounding air. What is the method? Can you see? Very good. It is radiation. Great. Radiation. Good. Radiation without, because it is highly heated now, highly heated air, without using medium, it's released to the surrounding. Radiation. Okay, the heat transfer between hot water in the tube and the surrounding air of the tube has to be made more efficient. In order to do so, five sectors are to be changed. With regard the change in each factor, suggestion given by students A and students B are shown below. Okay, factors to be changed. Material of the tube. A student suggests to use rubber. B students suggest to use copper, right? The outer surface of the tube keep non-insulated. B students, it is insulated. Nature of outer surface of the tube, make it rough, make it polish. Nature of the tube, keep it short and straight, keep it lengthy and spiral. Surrounding air of the tube, maintain as fast airflow, maintain as slow airflow. From above suggestions given by students A and B, each factor from 1 to 5, write the more suitable suggestions. Okay, write down more suitable suggestion. Right. What is the more suitable one? No. Understand the first question first. From the above suggestions, they are the suggestions, right? May තියෙන suggestions. Then suggestions 10ක් තියෙනවා. We have 10 suggestions given by students A and B for each factor from A to 1 to 5. Write the more suitable suggestion. එතකොට අපි ඔක්කොටම ලියන්න ඕන. No, Isuru. It is not asking. One, yeah, we have to write down one by one, more suitable one. Hari, අපි select කරමු. Hari. First suggestion. First factor is material of the tube. Which one is better? Vihanga. A students one or B students one? With me. Use copper or use rubber? Use copper. Then you have to write down. Mehamali under them. Okay, say question. Now it's a say question. Oh, sorry. Now it is part C. Part C. 1. First suggestion factor of no. First suggestion copper. or B students. එහෙම ලිවත් හරි. මේකේ ලියන්න වෙනවා අපිට use copper. Use copper. Okay, this is the first suggestion. Right? Then second one, what is the best one? Second suggestion කාගේද හොඳ? Outer surface of the tube keep non-insulated to keep insulated. What do you think? What do you think? A students or B students? A or B? You met. Which suggestion is good? This is a question. This is a question. පිහිඟ මේ paper එක ගන්න. It is 2020. Yeah, the non-insulation is a the non-insulation is a good. Non-insulation is good. Why? A students good. Meya hari. Use copper is correct. Yeah, why it is non-insulated? If it is insulated, the thermal conduction is very low. Thermal conduction is not thermal conducting. Therefore, the heat then make a heat අයින් වෙන්නනේ ඕන for become water cool, right? Then efficient water cooling we have to use non-insulated. Non-insulated. Okay, next one. Nature of outer surface of the tube, make it rough or make it polish. Okay, what's the best suggestion you made? Dule. Keep it rough, yes. No isuru. Keep it rough is the best one. Rough තියෙන එක reason. Some are best. Why? What's the reason? What's the reason for keep rough? Then what is our requirement? This is our requirement. Release the water in the tube, release to the surrounding efficiently. Yeah. If when increase in the roughness, what happened? Its surface area increasing. Surface area increasing means conduction rate increasing. Conduction rate increasing. The thermal conduction rate we discussed last day. When increase in the cross section area, the thermal conduction rate is increasing. Okay, any doubt? It's a theory, right? It's a fact in the lesson. When increase in the cross section area එක වැඩි වෙද්දී thermal conduction rate is increasing. Then when it is rough, its surface area දැන් මෙහෙම තියෙන එකකට වඩා think මෙහෙම තියෙන එකට වඩා think this is a smooth surface and this is a rough surface. Surface area increasing. Then when increase in the cross section area, the thermal conduction rate is increasing. හරි නේද වැඩි? It's a theory. Nature of the tube. Keep it short and straight, or keep it lengthy and spiral? What do you think? Others met me? What's the best of suggestion? Yeah, lengthy and එකත් වැරදි ඉසුරු. Lengthy and spiral is the best one. Lengthy and spiral. Why? When increasing the length and spiral with the slow water flowing very slowly, then what happened? It has more time to release heat. It has more time to enough time to release heat and cool down. If it is straight and very short one, the cooling ability very not efficient. Cooling is very low cooling efficiency. Surrounding air of the tube maintain as fast airflow and maintain as a slow airflow. What do you think? Slow airflow or fast? Slow or fast? The surrounding airflow. Fast. When it is fast, what happens? Maintenance fast airflow, then efficiently heat removing, right? Efficiently heat released to the surrounding. Okay, they are the good suggestions. All are theory parts. All are theory parts in our lesson, heat lesson. Okay, give reason for each of your decisions given in previous answer. Okay, then I ekadala I for first factor, why you select copper? Why you select copper? What's the reason? Copper thermal conduction rate is greater than rubber. Copper thermal conduction rate is greater than rubber. That's a direct reason, right? Copper thermal conduction rate is greater than copper thermal conduction rate is greater than rubber. Okay, second, first one done. Second reason, keep non-insulated. Keep non-insulated. What's the reason? Can anyone send the reason? Pull on that. Can you get the reason? Think. If it is insulated, what happened? That you need to explain. Met me? To radiate heat. That one also correct. To take place radiation. Heat could be released to the environment. Yeah. Oh, surrounding airflow contact with the iron pipe. If it is insulated, cold air is not contact. Because thermal energy not moving, not exchanging. Right? Okay. Any answer? This type answer. Nature of the outer surface of the tube, make it rough. I explain. To increase the surface area and thermal conduction rate. To increase the surface area and thermal conduction rate. to increase the surface area and thermal conduction rate. Nature of the tube, keep it lengthy and spiral. Lengthy and spiral to keep enough time for cooling process. To hold water enough time for cooling process. To hold water. If not, if it is quickly flowing through the pipe, the cooling process with low efficiency. With low efficiency. Understood, Isuru? Okay, the surrounding air of the tube. Surrounding air maintain at fast airflow. What's the reason? That is for you. Done, what's the answer? Final one, the reason for final one? Efficient to release heat. Very good. To release heat fast to release heat, releasing of heat. Yeah. To increase the rate of heat releasing rate. To increase the rate of heat releasing rate. Hari. Unnotama reasons. Reasons අපි ඔක්කොටම කිව්වා. Right. When a motor car engine runs as it gets heated continuously, yes, the engine has to be cooled using cooling system. Yes. The block diagram of such a cooling system with basic components A, B, C, and D is shown below. Yeah, this is a basic, it's a radiator, right? Engine and cooling unit, that means radiator, are represented by two spiral tubes. Engine and cooling unit are represented by two spiral tubes. Yeah. Yeah, this is a process. Cold water, heated water. This is an engine. Yeah, this is an engine. මෙතන තමයි engine එක තියෙන්න ඕන. Engine එකෙන් මොනවද එන්නේ? Engine heated water flowing from the engine, and it is flowing from this spiral tube, then it is cooling in the above process, above efficient cooling process. It is cooling, cool down, and cold water again go through the engine block. Into the engine block, then it is doing cooling process efficiently. I got this is a process of radiator. මේක තමයි ඇත්තම radiator එකේ වෙන්නේ. The radiator of motor car. Right. Now, name the components of A, B, C, and D which contribute to each of the functions given below. Heat generation. Which contribute to each of function given below. Hari. Who is generate heat? Send me the name later. Who is generate heat? It's very simple question. Who is generate heat? Heat එක හදන්නේ engine එකනේ. ඒක දීලා දෙනවා question එකේ, right? It is D. Who is doing cooling process? Who is doing cooling? A. Well, a very simple question. The cooling is doing by A. A is the radiator part. Circulation of water. Sorry, circulation of water. Yes. Who is water circulation? Yeah, B. B. Actually, just a motor. At the a circulator එක වෙන්න ඕන, right? It's just a motor. Simple motor. Circulation of air. Air circulate by the fan. No, C. C. Good. Hi. Final question. Hot water at 90 Celsius flow into the radiator at the rate of 0.5 kilograms per second. If the temperature of the exit water is 40 Celsius, calculate the rate of heat loss. Rate of heat loss is asking. Okay. First, within 1 second, we can calculate the amount of heat release by water. Then Q equal mc theta, 90 Celsius water convert to 40 Celsius water. Is there any physical state change? No physical state change, right? No physical state change. Therefore, only mc theta. mc theta. The mass of within 1 second, 0.5, 500 grams, 0.5 kilogram of mass. The specific heat capacity 4200, J kg minus 1, Celsius minus 1. Temperature difference 90 to 40, 50 Celsius. Celsius to Celsius minus 1 cancel out. Kilogram to kilogram minus 1 cancel out. It is 2100. 4200 into 0.5, 4000, 2100. 2100 into 50. $105,000. 105,000 joules released within how many seconds? කොච්චර වෙලාවකදීද? 105,000 joules released within how long time? Per second. Then joules per second. මේක අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 105,000 joules per second mean we already discussed in the thermal conduction rate lesson. It is what? තවදුරටත් තියෙනවා නම් 105 kilowatt. 105 kilowatt. 105 kilowatt. Understood? Okay, this is the 2020 full essay question. (2020) full essay question from heat lesson. Okay, let's move into our next question. Give me 1 minute. Okay, it is 2024 final question. Last question. But the problem is there are some electricity part as well. අපි ඒ ටික පුළුවන් ඉදිරි කරන්න ඉස්සරහට යන්න. The electricity consumption of a house of a certain month is 165 kilowatt hour. Do you know our home electricity? අපි units කියන්නේ electricity units. Your electricity bill is based on monthly used number of units, right? Your unit is kilowatt hours. Do you know? In ET කරාද ET වල kilowatt hours you meant? ET kilowatt hours electricity. Okay. However, kilowatt hours are the units of electric bill calculation, right? Electricity bill calculation. There is a 3 kilowatt electric water heating tank geyser with the capacity of 30 liter in a house. By connecting it to the main electrical supply for 30 minutes, the volume of 30 liter of water is heated and consumed per day. එතකොට කොච්චර consume කරනවද within one day? 30 liters per day. 30 liter of water heated and consumed per day. Right? If charge per unit is 48 rupees and monthly fixed charge is 1170. මොනවද මේ fixed charge එක කියන්නේ? ඒ කියන්නේ if we didn't use any electric unit, ඒ කියන්නේ අපි light එකක්වත් දැම්මේ නැතත් ගෙදර, ඒ කියන්නේ ගෙදර සම්පූර්ණව වහලා තියෙනවා light off කරලා. එතකොට අපිට light bill එනවද නැද්ද? Yes or no? Electricity bill එකක් එනවද නැද්ද? Entire month fully light off, current off. Off කරලා තිබ්බත් එනවද නැද්ද? එනවා. It has a fixed charge. කොහොමත් fixed charge එකක් එනවා. Right? Now මෙච්චර නම් එන්නේ නැහැ fixed charge එක. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් 200ක් 300ක් 200 300 rupees coming as fixed charge. 1770 is a fixed charge. මේක කොහොමත් වෙනවා. Right? Calculate the cost for the electricity for this month. Calculate the cost of electricity for the month. Okay, first of all, how many electricity consumption of a house of a certain month is 165 kilowatt නේ. දැන් මේක නම් දීලා තියෙනවා. Kilowatt hours mean 165 units. 165 units. Question number 10, part A. 165 kilowatt hours mean 165 units. 1 unit price here. The unit price is 48. 48. Then multiply by 48. 48 rupees. Get the value? 165 kWh. The kWh means kilowatt hour. Do you know what's a kilowatt hour? Do you know what? Kilowatt hour? Yeah, the rupees is 7,920. 709. 9,020 plus you have to add the fixed cost as well. Fixed එකත් add කරාම monthly bill එක එනවා. 1,770 add කරා. 1,770 at 0, 9, 16, 9 rupees. Okay, I clear this calculation. දුලේ හරි දැන් අපි මේක ඉස්සරහට අපි මේක දැන් තීරුම් ගන්න තියෙන ලේසි අපිට 1 kWh. What's the meaning of 1 kWh? 1 kWh mean 1000 watt input device. If you use 1 hour, that we call. දැන් ඔයාලගේ ගොඩක් ඔයාලගේ AC එහෙම තියෙනවා නම් ඒක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කොච්චර වගේ watt ද තියෙන්නේ? Input power සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙන්නේ 1200. අපි කියමු 1000 කියලා AC එකක් පොඩි AC එකක්, right? පොඩි AC එකක් portable type AC. It is 1000 watt. 1000 watt mean 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt power, input power. Input power 1 kilowatt air condition. If we keep switch on 1 hour, අන්න එතකොට අපේ ගෙදර unit එකක් කැරකෙනවා. Right? Unit එකක් කියන්නේ ඒකට. Understood? එහෙම නැත්නම් if you got 500 watt අපි ගමු oven එකක්. Oven normally 500 drain එක කියන්නේ. 500 watt oven 2 hours use. That's 1 kilowatt. Understood? අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් bulb ගත්තහම bulb එකක් normal bulb දැන් කලින් අර මේ filament bulb normally 100 watt ගොඩක් මේ ලේව 100 watt. දැන් LED නම් ගොඩක් අඩුයි. 100 watt එකක් ගත්තොත් 10 hours use කරොත් it is 1 unit. I got that's a 1 unit kWh. I mean 100. I got Vishanga. Okay, this is the electricity bill. Calculate the number of units consumed by the geyser in a month with 30 days. 30 days month, calculate the number of units. Sorry, units gana hanni. There is 3 kilowatt, 3.0, that means 3, not 30, 3.0 kilowatt electric water heating tank with the capacity of 30 liter in house. By connecting in the main electric supply 30 minutes per day. හරිද? එතකොට on කරලා තියන්නේ කොච්චර? 30 minutes per day. 30 minutes ගානේ 30 days per day. එතකොට 30 days නේ අහන්නේ. එතකොට how many hours? 30 minutes per day, 30 days. 15 hours, right? 15 hours. I got 15 hours. Then 15 hours. Then second one, 3 kilowatt into 15 hours. Then 45 kilowatt hours. Right? 45 kilowatt hours. 45 kilowatt hours යනවා මේ hot water tank එකට, hot water heat එකට, geyser එකට. When the geyser is fully filled with water at 25 Celsius and heated for 30 minutes, calculate the minimum temperature that the water will reach. Sorry, maximum temperature. Maximum temperature that the water will reach. The density of and specific heat capacity of water is given 1 kilogram per liter and 1200 jkg minus Celsius 1 respectively. Neglect the heat lost to the environment and the heat absorbed by geyser. Hari. මේ වගේ ඇති වෙන්න හැදුවනේ හද. The geyser is not absorbing heat. Geyser not absorbing heat, then Q equal mc theta. No water vaporize, just heating, right? Just heating. The mass of water 30 liters. No, 30 liters mean 1 liter equal to 1 kilogram. It is given. Then it is 30 kilogram. 30 kilogram. Right? Specific heat capacity 4200. J kg minus 1, Celsius minus 1 into temperature difference. Temperature difference don't know. Temperature difference don't know. අපි ගමු delta theta කියලා. නැත්තම් පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරු වෙනවා. මේක දාන්න පුළුවන් අපිට theta minus 25 කියලා. Right? This one is a easy method. Then we can get the temperature difference. Temperature difference. Okay, how much heat energy? How much heat energy කොච්චර use කරනවද? Okay, how to get the heat energy now? Any idea? The question asks the maximum temperature. Try එකක් දෙන්න බා. It's a very good question. We did this type question. Yeah. Its power is given. The geyser power is given. මේ බලන්න. Geyser power is given. මෙතන. It is 3 kilowatt power. 3 kilowatt mean what's the meaning? 3000 watt. 3000 watt. That's the meaning. 3000 watts mean what's the meaning? 3000 joules release per second. 1 second එකකට release කරනවා 3000 joules. I got. Then 1 second 3000 joule mean 30 minutes කොච්චරද? 30 minute release 3000 into 60 into එතකොට 1 minute වෙනවා 30. Clear? විහංග Tulen? Again, I will explain. The power of the geyser is 3000 watt. 3000 watt means 3 kilowatt means 3000 watt. Then 3000 watt means 3000 joules per second. Joules per second means within 1 second 3000 joule is releasing by geyser. Right? 1 second 3000 means 30 minutes. 3000 into 60 means when making in 1 minute. 1 minute into 30, 30 minutes. With me, clear? Then මෙතන 3 into 6, 18. 18 into 3, 18 into 3, 54. 18 into 3. Yeah, 54, right? Imit? Yeah, 54. 54. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 54 lakhs joules. 54 lakhs. හරි. දැන් මෙතනට අපි දාමු 54 lakhs. Joules. Now you can get the answer. Joules to joules cancel. Kilograms to kilogram minus 1 and Celsius is remain. Celsius විතරයි ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ. Then 20 cancel. 10 to 10 cancel. 5400 equal 3 into 42. 42 into 3. 40 into 3, 120, 126. 126 into delta theta. Now delta theta equal, get the answer, 5400 divided by 1126. Vihinga, are you clear? Okay, what's the answer? $42.857. 42.857 Celsius. Then maximum temperature 42.857 plus 25, because initial temperature 25. Initial temperature 25, 25 plus this mixture value, right? This is the increasing amount, temperature difference, final minus initial. Then 2 plus 4, 6, 67.857 Celsius. Understood? Any doubt? Okay. Let's move into second part. That one also very good question. බලන්න මේව බැලුවම සමහර අය පොඩ්ඩක් panic වෙනවා, this type new diagrams and new concept, new stories. But don't worry, everything we have discussed, the thing is that this application only different. This type of many questions discussed. This is, I think, as I remember, it is thermal conduction or radiation. To reduce the electricity bill of the house, a solar water heater is installed on the rooftop. The water storage tank and special tube connected to it and its cross section are shown below. This special tube consists of a clear outer of a five sectors. Sorry. Hi. with the water storage tank and the special tube connected to it and its cross section are shown below. This special tube consists of clear outer glass tube and black coated inner glass tube. This special tube is consist of clear outer glass tube and black coated inner glass tube. Black coated inner glass tube. Okay, Metin. Right? Clear mean transparent, right? Clear mean transparent. A copper tube runs through the center of the black coated tube and it's extended to water tank. The space between the outer and inner glass tubes is vacuum sealed. මෙන්න මෙතන vacuum එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. මේ තියෙන. This is vacuum sealed. The black coated surface absorbs sunlight and converts into energy into heat, which is then transferred to the water via copper tube in the center. I got the story. Now to reduce the electricity bill, the solar water heater is using, right? Without electric geyser. Okay, මේ water storage tank and it is a copper cube. Copper. It's copper connected, right? And this black color one is black coated inner glass tube. And that is a transparent outer glass tube. Transparent heat energy black absorb, right? Then absorb heat energy. There is air space and copper tube. This copper tube absorbed and it is transferred to the water tank. Then water is heating by solar energy. I got the question. Dulen? Then අහන්නේ මේකෙන් ප්‍රශ්න. What are the methods of heat transfer from black coated inner tube to copper tube? Method එක අහන්න. The method of heat transfer from black coated inner tube to the copper tube. Black coated inner tube to the copper tube. What's the thermal? It's a air space. What's the thermal transformation? What's the thermal transformation methods? Yeah, radiation correct. Convection also correct for this one. Because air is there. Air particles are there. Convection also possible. Radiation not tenna pula. Yes, both correct. Radiation mean if this air heat energy use air molecule, it is convection. Without using as electromagnetic wave, it is convection. Dekama okay. Convection. Good. What is the main method of heat transfer which result of heat lost through the vacuum from the surface of black coated tube into the outer surface? What is the main method of heat transfer which result heat loss through the vacuum from the surface of black coated tube in outer space? What's the method? But it is radiation definitely. That's only radiation. No convection possible, right? Convection not possible. It's only radiation. Okay, the vacuum meka harahan, right? Only radiation. Right? Good. Let's go into part C. The outer surface of the water storage tank is made of shiny stainless steels. Due to this, the outer surface of water is kept at higher temperature. The outer surface, when the outer surface of water tank, it is kept in higher temperature due to stainless steel. Which method of heat loss minimized by having shiny surface of the water storage tank? Yeah, yes or no? Is it minimize heat loss? This shiny surface, is it minimize heat loss? Yes or no? It's asking which method of heat loss is which method? Sorry. Which method of heat loss is minimized by having shiny surface? Okay, which method of heat loss minimize? Very good. Conduction. Conduction is minimized. Heat loss වෙන්න පුළුවන් එකම method එකත් conduction නේද, because the wall of the water tank is a solid. Then the only method is conduction. Conduction minimize, the reason is it's drop the temperature difference. එතකොට outer surface එකත් heat වෙලා තියෙද්දි the temperature difference is less. You know, the conduction rate is increasing with temperature difference. එතකොට temperature difference එක අඩු වෙනවා කියන්නේ the conduction rate is decreasing. Then the heat loss through conduction is decreasing. Got with me? Explain how minimize the heat loss of warm water in the water tank by keeping the outer surface of tank at higher temperature. I already explained. The temperature difference between inside and external temperature difference is decreasing. When delta theta එක අඩු කරනවා, delta theta getting decreased, then thermal conduction rate is decreasing. It's a theory. Theoretically, thermal conduction rate is Q over T is decreasing. The power of solar energy indicated on a unit surface area is 1000 watt per square meter. Solar energy incident on the special tube is transferred to water in the form of heat at an efficiency of 50%. Solar energy incident on the special tube is transferred to the water in the form of heat at an efficiency. ඒ කියන්නේ 100 energy absorb කරොත් 50 energy transfer to the water. 50 energy loss, right? 50 joules loss. The effective area of the tube in which solar radiation is absorbed is 0.18 square meter. Calculate the power of heat transfer to the water by the tube. Calculate the power of heat transfer to water by tube. The power is asking. Then මේක කියනවා 1 square meter 1000 watt. 1000 watt per 1 square meter. First part. 1 square meter 1000 watt. That means 1 kilowatt. Then 0.18 square meter. 0.18 square meter 1000 into 0.18. The answer is 180 watt. That's the power of thermal transformation. To the water, sorry. To the water. Making half tama. This is the generated heat, but 50%, the efficiency 50% mean 90 watt answer. 90 watt answer. Harness 90 watt. I got 90 avidi okay. Kimet. Okay, consider that the solar energy is received for 4 hours per day. පැය 4ක් හම්බෙන. Calculate the heat energy provided to water in kilowatt hour by the tube per day. Kilowatt hours වලින් හදන්න තියෙන්නේ. Now you already know what's the meaning of kilowatt hour. Now it is 90 watt divided by 1000, then it is converted to kilowatt. Right? Four hours mean oh, 9 into 9, 18. 18 plus 18, 36. 0.36 kWh. Okay. The amount of heat produced for 30 minutes by electric heater mentioned in A. The amount of heat produced for 30 minutes by the electric heater mentioned in A about should be produced by these special tube per day. Calculate the minimum number of special tube requirement. Hari, then api hoaganda one the geyser produce heat for 30 minutes. Ek api haduwa. What was the answer? The geyser produce heat per 30 minutes. This answer. 54 lakhs joules. Do you remember? Hari. Make up 30 minutes. Geyser provide heat energy 54 lakhs. No? 54 lakhs. 54 lakhs. 5.4 million. 5.4 million. And now we can get it is 90 watt. 90 watt mean we can calculate මේ අලු tube එක හදන amount එක. Tube එක 30 minutes වලදී හදන amount එක. It's 90 watt. 90 watt mean 90 joules per second. 1 second. Then 30 minutes වලදී 30 minutes වලදී 90 into 60, it is 1 minute. 1 minute into 30. 30 minutes. Then 9 into 6, 54. 54 into 3, 162, 123 joules. Correct? හරිද බලන්න. The number of tubes කොච්චර ඕනේද? Number of tubes 54 1 2 3 4 5 no 5.4 million. හරි 5යි. 50 joules divided by 162,000 joule. 3030 cancel. 5,400 over 162. මෙච්චර amount එකක් ඕනේ tube. How many tube? Minimum number. This 33.33. 33.33 means අපිට ඕනේ 34 වත් නේද? 34 tubes. Vihinga, not 33. Not Dinul. 33 is not possible, Dinu. 33 වලින් හැදෙන්නේ මීට වඩා less energy එකක්. මේ energy එක ගන්න minimum we have to add 34 tubes. 33 දැම්මොත් මීට වඩා less energy එකක් හැදෙනවා. මීට වඩා less energy එකක්. Good. Yeah, 34 minimum දැම්මොත් okay. 33.33 not possible. 34 cables, tubes possible. That's a minimum. Okay. This is 2024 final essay question. Normally මේ final හරිය තමයි මේ papers වල most advanced questions එන මේ ටිකක් advanced questions තමයි කරන්නේ. Okay, today we discussed two main essay questions from heat lesson. We have another one essay question, as I remember, from heat lesson. Let's discuss that on next Saturday. Next Saturday, I hope to do some thermochemistry questions as well, past paper questions. Okay, I clear today discussion. Today we did two main essay questions. Okay, again go through these two questions. I think now you have full idea which type questions asking from heat lesson. Heat lesson, maybe what api discuss kara, what 10 kilowatt only new thing today, kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour also part of heat lesson. Combine kar that we discussing in further in electricity lesson. Hard. Then next thing, calculations of thermochemistry. The calculation part we start tomorrow morning. Don't miss this calculation part because not like physics calculations, chemistry calculations little bit complicated. Chemistry calculate අර වගේ equation එකට substitute කරලා හදන්න බෑ. Therefore you should have complete full understand. Okay, let's meet tomorrow morning 8:30 with calculations of thermochemistry. Goodbye. Good night.